And it came to pass, that when Jesus had finished all these discourses, he said unto his disciples, You know that in 2 days it is the Passover, and the Son of Man will be delivered to be crucified. Then the chief priests, and the scribes, and the elders of the people were gathered together in the hall of the high priest, whose name was Caiaphas. And they consulted each other to, with deceit, arrest Jesus and kill him. But they said, Not during the feast, that there may be no tumult among the people. And when Jesus was in Bethany at the house of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster vessel, with ointment of great value, and poured it on his head while he was sitting at the table. And his disciples, seeing this, were indignant, saying, Why is this waste? For this ointment could be sold at great price, and give the money to the poor. Jesus, knowing this, said to them, Why do you afflict this woman? For he has done a good deed to me. For you always have the poor with you, but you will not always have me. Now she poured this ointment on my body, did it preparing me for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wherever this gospel is preached in the whole world, what she did shall also be recorded for her memory. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests. And he said, What do you want to give me, and I will give it to you? And they have given him 30 pieces of silver. And since then he sought opportunity to deliver it. And on the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus, saying to him, Where shall we make preparations for you to eat the Passover? And he said, Go into the city to a certain man, and say to him, The Master says, My time is near, in your house I will celebrate the Passover with my disciples. And the disciples did as Jesus had commanded them, and prepared the Passover. And when the evening came, he sat down at the table with the 12. And eating them, he said, Verily I say unto you, one of you shall betray me. And they, grieving very much, each one began to say to him, Is it I, Lord? And he answered, saying, He who puts his hand with me on the plate will betray me. Indeed the Son of Man goes, as it is written about him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It would be good for this man if he had not been born. And when Judas answered the betrayer, he said, Is it I, Rabbi? He said, You have spoken. And when they had eaten, Jesus took the bread, and blessing it, broke it, and gave it to the disciples, and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And taking the cup, and giving thanks, he gave it to him, saying, Drink of it all. For this is my blood, the blood of the New Testament, which is shed by many, for the remission of sins. And I tell you that from now on, I will not drink this fruit of the vine until that day when I will drink it again with you in my Father's kingdom. And having sung the hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives.